Rinklin is a contemporary artist who lives and works in Boston, Massachusetts. She creates paintings, drawings, digital transparencies, and installations. She graduated with a BFA from the Maryland Institute College of Art, and she earned her MFA from the University of Minnesota. Her work includes paintings of imaginary landscapes that appear to be digital. She creates seamless layers of billowing amorphous forms and sharply defined lines to depict post-human landscapes that appear to hover weightless in space.
For example, in the painting Displaced, we can see a forest fragment surrounded by flooded waters with muted colors, as if seen from a distance. The flat, blue shape that references the water becomes a cloud-like shape that overtakes the space. Rinklin hopes to get people to believe that spaces that seem impossible to them can potentially exist. Her inspiration and a concept she explores in her work is the heightened sense of reality that becomes so advanced in today's cinema, gaming, and sophisticated imaging systems, in which viewers can inhabit and explore these artificial worlds. The combination of realism, abstraction, and ambiguity helps give a magical, otherworldly, and dreamy feel to her artificial landscape paintings. Cristi Rinklin creates landscape paintings that look digitally made, but your art assignment is to create an imaginary landscape by actually using digital technology. You will be using an online computer program called Sketchpad 4.0 to create an otherworldly landscape that comes from your imagination. In this assignment, we will ask you to think about the colors that you use based on your mood and what your landscape has to offer. For example, you can use cool colors to create a sad or cold landscape, or warm colors to create a more energetic, inviting landscape.
So here is the digital program, Sketchpad 4.0. It is free for the public to use and very user-friendly. There are a variety of tools to choose from in order to create your digital landscape. On the screen is an example of how to use the brush tool, picking different colors and changing the size of the brush. But don't just stop there. You can do more things with Sketchpad 4.0. Here's a tool that we use to create spider web-like structures, which can give an abstract digital look. Another tool you can find on Sketchpad 4.0. It is a calligraphy tool that we use to create a variety of lines. So these were 3 examples of the many tools that you can find and use for your landscape on Sketchpad 4.0.
Landscapes have been depicted as a subject matter for paintings throughout history. Cristi Rinklin's landscape painting style refers back to traditional Chinese landscape paintings. For example, Chinese artist Wang Wei from the Tang Dynasty uses ink and colors on paper to create a traditional Chinese hanging scroll of a landscape. Many artists have reproduced his work. In the piece Snow Over Rivers and Mountains by Wang Wei and reproduced by Wang Shim, they tell a story of a mountainous landscape embedded with trees, a river, and a little village. Their painting style brings a haziness technique that also is shown in Wang Wei's original and reproductions of his works to make the viewer feel as if they're in a dream. Just like Wei conveys this, Cristi Rinklin also uses similar techniques to take the viewer on a journey through a dreamy scene. Both artists showcase soft line work, guiding the viewer's eye around the piece. Although the pieces are filled with many elements of nature, the artist gives the viewer's eye a space to rest within the flat spaces of the piece. Now that you know a little bit more about traditional landscape painting, you're ready to take on this art assignment.
By using Cristi Rinklin's more contemporary and digitally influenced landscapes as inspiration, as well as more traditional Chinese landscape paintings, you're ready to use Sketchpad 4.0 to make your digitally and artificial landscape.